Welcome to Chartage Online Education. We are starting class 12th chapter named Rotational Dynamics. This rotational dynamics include two different parts, circular motion and the rotational motion. So what is circular motion? Circular motion is a motion about definite point that is called as a center, whereas rotational motion is the motion about an definite axis of rotation, So what is a difference between this center and axis of rotation? Center is a point, whereas axis of rotation is the axis, and axis is considered as set of centers. So this is similar to a difference between in geometry like point and the line. Point is nothing but one small dot which is not having any shape and size, but a line is the infinite set of points. So like this is a difference between the center and the axis of rotation. So center is just a point about which the body will revolve, whereas axis of rotation is a set of centers about which the body rotates. For example, we simply says the fan rotates. Fan rotates means it rotates about definite axis of rotation. So wherever we use the word rotate means there must be a axis of rotation. For example, we say wheels rotate means there must be a axis of rotation. So there very good example of circular motion and the rotational motion. You have studied in the science that earth having two types of motion. One is planetary motion and another one is rotational motion. So earth revolves around the sun. So earth revolves around the sun. In this case, sun is treated as a point. Sun is treated as a center, and earth revolves means earth performs circular motion around the sun. So earth complete one revolution around the sun in 365 days. That is the duration of year. So what is the duration of year? That is the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun. So these things are important while studying the physics in this chapter. Whereas earth also have one additional motion, that is a rotational motion. So earth complete its one rotation in 24 hours, and that is considered as duration of day. So earth rotates around its axis of rotation. So earth having two types of motion, one is circular motion as well as rotational motion. This circular motion is also called as a revolutionary motion, revolving motion, and this rotational motion is also called as spinning motion. Similarly, electrons which are revolving around the nucleus, they also have such a two types of motion, that is circular motion and rotational motion. So student, we have to familiar about the circular motion and rotational motion, and also apply the concept of the circular motion and rotational motion for planets motion and also electron motion, because electrons and the planets are the two objects which have both kind of motion, circular as well as rotational motion. So let us study the first point in the circular motion. Characteristics of circular motion. So here the two characteristics of circular motions are given. It is an accelerated motion. What is meant by accelerated motion? The accelerated motion means the motion in which velocity changes. So this is, for example, a case of circular motion. Particle is revolving about center O in anticlockwise direction. So velocity direction in circular motion is given tangential to circular path. As particle revolves on this circle, so its velocity direction is shown at just 4 points. Actually, the direction of velocity is continuously changes. At every point, the direction of velocity is tangential. The direction of velocity is tangential. So here on the circle there are infinite points. We can show like this infinite arrows outward in this manner. But we have shown the arrows, the directions of velocity just at the 4 points and that shows the direction of velocity. So even though the speed is constant, speed means magnitude of velocity, even though the speed is constant, the direction of velocity continuously changes. As the direction of velocity changes means velocity changes, because velocity is vector quantity, it possesses magnitude as well as direction. Even though magnitude is constant and direction changes, it means that vector changes. So if velocity changes, then change in velocity implies acceleration, and the motion is said to be a accelerated motion. So circular motion is an example of accelerated motion because velocity continuously changes as it is being directed tangentially to the circular path, as it is directed along tangent to the circular path. So as particle moves, the direction of velocity continuously changes. Change in velocity implies acceleration, hence the velocity, hence circular motion is an accelerated motion. So here the description is written like this: as the direction of velocity changes at every instant means continuously, it is an accelerated motion because direction of velocity is tangential. Now circular motion is a periodic motion. So uniform circular motion is a periodic motion, as I given an example of like a planet or the electrons. They are moving with constant speed. Their speed is not changing. Like this is our assumption, as the speed is constant. So they are traveling equal distance in equal interval of time. They are traveling equal distance in equal interval of time, means time required to complete each revolution, time required to complete each set will be the same, and time taken by a particle to complete one revolution is called period. So what is the description for this periodic motion? So for each set time required is same, hence the motion is said to be a periodic one. You know such a meaning of periodic motion in earlier class also. So during the motion, the particle repeats its path. Here path is a circle. During the motion, the particle repeats its path along the same trajectory. Thus the motion is periodic. So during this motion, particle repeats the same path in equal interval of time. So particle repeats its path in equal interval of time, hence the motion is called as periodic one. So it is repeated motion, it happens again and again. The motion which repeats again and again is said to be a periodic motion. Let us study the physical quantities involved in this rotational dynamics. So first physical quantity is angular displacement. Student, you are aware of this term as angle. So in mathematics this is called as angle. In physics it is said to be angular displacement. It is used to measure the angular displacement, means some rotational displacement or circular displacement. So what is the definition of angular displacement? It is denoted by theta. It is an angle subtended by radius vector at the center of circular motion. It is the angle made by radius vector at the center of circular motion. So this is a radius vector. Radius vector describes the position of a particle in circular motion. Let us consider a particle is performing circular motion. So this is the angle described by the particle when particle moved from A to B. Whenever the particle is at A, its position is described by this radius vector. So radius vector is a position vector. It starts from this center. Center is considered as origin. So this is the position of a particle described by the radius vector. Velocity vector at that point is this, because particle is moving. So this is the velocity vector, this is a position vector. It describes the position of a particle. This describes the velocity of the particle. Suppose in time t, particle moved from A to B. As it is moving on the circular motion, suppose in some time particle changing its position from A to B. So final position of the particle described by this position vector. Let us consider this position vector is R2. This is R1 vector. This is R2 vector. And at this point, the velocity vector is V2. Suppose even though the magnitude is constant, but direction changes. If magnitude changes, then again the velocity changes. So here there are the possibility that the magnitude may be constant, magnitude may differ, but direction continuously changes. So this is a velocity vector at A, this is a velocity vector at B, this is a position vector at A, this is a position vector at B. So particle turn from A to B, describing the angle theta. As the particle moved like this from A to B, then angle made by the radius vector, that is theta, and this angle made by the radius vector at the center in circular motion is called angular displacement. Let us study the next. Angular velocity omega. The notation for this angular velocity is, this is omega. This is seems to be like W notation, so this is read as omega. So angular velocity notation is omega. Student, you have studied for resistance is also the unit is omega, but it is of different way. So that is said to be capital omega and this is said to be a small omega. So this is angular velocity omega. This is called as a small Greek notation, that is omega. So what is angular velocity? It is similar to the definition of velocity, the rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. You have studied in linear motion, rate of change of displacement, it's called linear velocity. Here rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time is called angular velocity. Rate of change of angular displacement. Whenever now here the new word comes like angular, the corresponding quantities are angular. So angular velocity is rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. So what is angular velocity? Angular velocity is limit delta t tends to 0. It means even though the time is very small, in that small time, whatever the angle described, it is also small, divided by that small time. So this limit shows even though time is very small, in that infinitely small time, whatever the angular displacement divided by the time, that is also angular velocity. If time is sufficiently large, then the omega will be written without taking the limit, that is d theta by dt. D theta means change in the angle, that is actual angle made, means this is final angle minus initial angle, that is theta 2 minus theta 1 divided by delta t. For example, suppose particle moved from B to C. So this will be a theta 1 if it is measured with respect to horizontal like this, like x-axis. So this is theta 1 and particle reached here suppose. So this angle with respect to horizontal is taken as theta 2. So actual angle described is like this. So that is theta 2 minus theta 1, that is d theta by dt. So if time interval is sufficient, angular velocity is d theta by dt. This can be taken as if there is one complete revolution, then the time will be period and angle described is the angle of one revolution, that is 360 degree. 360 degree in radian is taken as 2 pi. So this is for complete revolution. For complete revolution, this time interval is period and the angle described is 2 pi radian. You know in sound that reciprocal of period is nothing but the frequency. Frequency is denoted by f notation or n notation. So 1 by t is n. It is read as frequency. So formula is 2 pi n. So student, you must remember all these formulas of angular velocity. So angular velocity is limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t, which is equal to d theta by dt. It can be written as 2 pi by t. If angular displacement is 2 pi, then time taken is capital T. So angle is measured in radian, which is equal to 1 by t is frequency. So that is 2 pi n. So what is the SI unit of angular velocity? SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second, because angle is measured in radian and time is measured in second. Hence SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second. Let us continue the next part in the next session.